closest to us on the right-hand side is the bigger blonder male, who in all likelihood is an older brother, and then it appears that the other three, which you can see lying to his left, could all be, sorry, the older cousin I meant when I was referring to the bigger one. Then the other three that we can see are all very similar size, so in all likelihood brothers. So 3 brothers and a cousin, and then the individual that was lying away from these boys here is slightly smaller, so probably also a cousin. They probably all originated from the same pride lioness, and it just coincidentally turned out that they were at the right ages to form a coalition, which is very, very lucky for them to have one another as backup and protection. Is going to put them in really good stead going forward. Look at that nice big yawn. So all distant relatives, it is interesting to notice the behavior that the smaller individual, which we saw initially, tends to not fit in as well and get as much kind of companionship that the others share amongst one another. That may change over time, but at the moment he does tend to distance himself, and even when it comes to feeding on carcasses, he certainly knows his place, and that is last in the queue, sadly for him. Okay, we've got a question. Okay, good evening, Genevieve. Welcome to the Sabi Sands. Genevieve has asked whether the manes are there to form a protective function, or is it just aesthetic? And it certainly is predominantly for protection. Male lions live a very dangerous lifestyle, and that if they come across, these 5 were to come across the dominant big males who do have big manes, they get up against some serious competition. So due to their aggressive lifestyle and nature, having to compete for territory, and within territories will be ladies that they need to compete for amongst one another, they do need that protective mane to help prevent any major injuries when they are fighting. So yes, Genevieve, the answer to that is that it is a protective function that the mane perform. To put things in perspective, yes, lionesses do have a choice to a degree over males, but it's more the fact that if males find themselves in a situation where there's a female lioness rather in season, as long as they are the male that is there, that female will mate with him. Now, in order to get there, they need to be big and strong. Yes, looks do provide some benefit to them getting the ladies, but at the end of the day, it's the biggest, strongest lion and that will mate with it. Having a big mane will aid a lion in getting to that position rather than actually looking for the lady. It will protect him along the journey to acquire a big territory within which a lioness would occur. So yeah, thanks very much. Genevieve, all the way from New York. Really very interesting to know what they had heard earlier, saying with the leopard earlier, their senses are so much better than ours that they could have heard other lions vocalizing an impala or a monkey alarm call. Who knows, maybe they actually just smelt something and therefore picked up their heads to look in that direction. We've just had a question through from Mauricia asking whether these 5 will stay together when they find a lioness that's in season, and they could well stay together. You'll often find that even though they fight together for acquiring a territory that they all are a part of, when a female comes into season, they will fight quite aggressively between one another for that female. Now, obviously, you can understand that over time and over a few battles between themselves, they will know who the biggest and the strongest is, and therefore not want to carry on taking him on. So it won't necessarily carry on these fights, but they will fight with one another to establish who is going to be the lucky man. Now, also something to bear in mind is, yes, now they are staying together as a coalition of 5, but as they become bigger and they hopefully expand their territory, it will become so big that in all likelihood they will split up into 2 groups, in all likelihood a group of 3 and a group of 2, and that way be able to monitor and patrol their territory much better. So the only coalition of 5 male lions I've seen really lifting their noses up to the east. Oh, bless you. It really is awesome, the stage of the evening when they all start getting up and showing us how beautiful they actually are. Leopard, beautiful young male leopard. Now we're spending a good amount of time with these young male lions. So we really can't ask for too much more than what we've been spoilt with this afternoon. And just for me, just really enjoying spending time with these cats. I haven't had too many opportunities up to date to spend time with the cats of this area, so it is a wonderful experience for me so far.